Did you have a good weekend?
I did. Thank you for asking. I did. It was quick, but good.
Mm-hmm.
I had a little bit of slight foot issue, so I was resting from Thursday and Friday. I just sat and watched a lot of TV and movies. My foot like kind of started bugging me, but it's better today, so that's good. I have my braces on, my ankle braces, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Too much time on my feet. I like to sit and knit, and I need to remember to sit and knit sometimes.
I went to a wedding shower yesterday.
Oh, wow. How is that?
It was nice. It was nice.
Good.
They had everybody the tables were 6 feet apart and everything. It was fun.
Oh, good. So like it was fine?
Yeah.
Good. That's awesome.
I mean, they had a round table and stuff and people were sitting there, but you know,
Yeah.
if you had a mask on, you could put your mask on. So.
Okay, so that's good. All right, I'm gonna just test my chair to make sure like I can see it with the light, okay? I've lost my director. I've lost my directors and producers, so it's me, but myself.
Why would happen with your daughter?
They're around, but with summer school and other stuff they have to get done during this hour. So I said, and plus they're gonna go back to school eventually, a couple days a week, and they're gonna need to be on their own Zooms and Google Classroom. So I said I better get used to doing it a little bit by myself, you know?
Right.
So I said, no better time than the present, I believe. Today, if you can, grab either two, right now, grab like either two light weights, like 1 to 2 pound weights if you have them, a can of green beans or soup or something, and or a water bottle, 2 water bottles, but just 2 weights. We're gonna do some mobility with our arm. Awesome, there you go. You are on top of it.
No, because I do a sit and fit class with Melanie.
Yeah, I figured you guys would have them.
Right.
Good. And then you can bring in your foam roller, the strap for sure, a yoga strap for sure, or a beach towel. Seems like the last few minutes are people getting on. So I'm gonna, I'll be right back. I'm gonna mute this for a second, and then I'll let people in as Morning. All right. Awesome. If you can do for me, just grab, if you have 2 light weights, like 1 or 2 pounds at the most, and, or 2 like water bottles.
Other dignitaries.
I'm gonna mute everybody. Hold on a second.
The new plaza, it also is.
So like 2 water bottles, so you can have light weights, or 1 to 2 pound weights in each for each hand, or like a can of green beans, all the things you guys use at home. I know if maybe some of you do the sit and fit, but just the lightest one. We're gonna use mobility moves, do a little bit of like weight, but just a little bit. I call this my 8. This is gonna be a figure 8. Is that an 8 to you guys? No, wait, it'd be like that, I think. Oh, where's Betty today? Betty is somewhere, I feel like it's a castle. I don't know where that is, but maybe she'll tell me. I love Betty's background. Welcome to Mobility Monday. Oh, Italy. Okay, that's exciting. Welcome to Mobility Monday. So you guys, we're gonna go through what I like to call a figure 8 workout. So a lot of what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 8 times, and we're also gonna do quite a few different figure 8s with different parts of our body, okay? So let's give it about another 2 minutes. I kind of have you guys all on mute on purpose, only because it's the feedback. We have to do that when we record. You will need a chair. You'll for sure need a chair. So a chair, for the majority, a lot of the workout's gonna be in the chair. You can have a mat. A yoga strap will be needed, or a beach towel. Lots of stuff today. And then light weights. Oh, someone's coming in. Mary's coming in. Welcome, Mary. Come on in, Mary. Good to see you. I feel like you guys are all in my living room with me. Welcome to Mobility Monday. You're gonna need a chair, Mary. If you have a yoga strap or a long beach towel for mobility upper body moves. Also, like 2 water bottles or lightweight, like 1 pound, 2 pound at the most, not more than 2 pounds. Or cans, 2 cans of equal like weight. Thanks for your patience, guys. I like you all just sitting in chairs. You look so fancy. All right, I think we're good. I usually try to give it right till 12, just because some people hop on right at the last minute. So give it about 30 more seconds, and I think we should be good to go. So welcome to Mobility Monday. We're gonna do a figure 8 kind of concept today. We're gonna do a lot of things in 8. Lots of different moves will be in the chair, and we'll be getting up and down. So kind of be prepared to go around your chair, use the back of your chair, turn your chair. And this is gonna be a lot of good mobility stretches, but also to kind of open up all of our, just open up our joints and our muscles. And hopefully you guys feel really, really good at the end of this. So let's get started. Meet me in the chair. We're just gonna be in a seated position. And I'm gonna have you tell me if you guys can see me. If anything, I'm gonna move back. And all I need you to tell me from this point on is if you can see my feet and if you can see my hands all the way up. If not, I'm gonna move it back 1 more. I think I see that you can't. I lost my producer. So I think we should be good here. You guys can see me, yes? Thumbs up if you can see me. Okay, great. All right. So we're just gonna sit in the chair, feet are on the floor. Take a nice deep breath, press our hands here. Deep breath in through the nose, hold. And I want you to relax, shoulders away from the ears. We're gonna do 2 more of those, please. Nice deep breath in. Hold at the top of the breath and relax. And in this final one, make a choice, an intention. Relax your feet, relax your jaw, relax your hands. Nice deep breath in. This time, bring those shoulders all the way to the ears. And on the exhale, release, and let the arms go to the side. All right, so if you want to sit and have your feet all the way down on the floor, you can have shoes on for this also if you want. Right now, we're going to just start with our hands. We're going to start with our hands, and we're going to start to make a figure 8 with our wrists. So we're going to do the figure 8, kind of like an infinity. We're going to go down and up, and down and up. And I want you to take your palm facing down, and one is up, and one is down. We have 3 more. And 1 more. And now what do you think we're going to do? You're going to go to the other side. Okay, that's harder. Now watch the brain. Watch what the brain does. It's like, what? You've got to go 1 palm up and 1 palm down and make an 8. Isn't that crazy how the brain is? I love to watch how the brain works. 1 more. Get that wrist mobility going. That's it, final. Awesome. Now we're going to start with the hands, the whole arm. So bend the arm just a little bit, and we're going to come down to the front and make that same figure 8. I want you to think about sitting tall. Your sit bones are in the chair. You're extending the arm with a slight elbow bend. And now what if we started to take 8 to the side and 8 to this side? And 8, slow, nice rotations of the spine, nothing too fast. 6, 7, 8, and now back to center for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Fantastic. 1 foot is going to come up, and we're going to do a rotation with this ankle. So we're going to try to make an ankle rotation one way. Now take your time. You're going to draw an actual 8 if you can, and if you want to draw it closer to the ground to release that hip flexor, you can also do that. So try to draw that 8 with your big pointer toe. You can point and flex your foot. I have 3 more to draw. Lift your leg off the chair if you need to, bending the knee. Fantastic. Switch, sit up. I'm kind of towards the end of my chair just because I'm short. So if you need to get towards the end and that's better for you, lift the leg up. And now the 8 is going to be drawn again now here. So we're going to go down. Oh my, see, that's how the one side works better than the other. Come down and around. Now, some people I know do their 8s in 2 circles. So if you want to do that, you can. Otherwise, I want you guys to get that full rotation of the ankle bone, pointing and flexing. Feels weird probably to some of you to do it on one side is more dominant than the other. Try not to let your gut fall. Try to sit tall like a puppet is pulling you up. Yep, puppet string right through the forehead, all the way up, 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 up. Yep, good. Nice tall posture. And release. Awesome. Now, what if I asked you to make this on the ground? Point the toe. And what if I asked you to take and keep it in a pointed position? And now I want you to draw this on the ground. Not lifting the foot, but I want you to think about, here's your knee joint, right? Here's our hip joint. Let's try to move those around. Nice and easy. We're gonna draw the number 8. If you get really bored and want to draw the number 6, you can. We are gonna go through the numbers later a little bit. If you want to support the leg, you can take and hold underneath the thigh. And now switch to the other leg. Anybody, you might feel thumbs up and feel a little bit of tightness in your like arches or in the toes. That's normal. You don't do a lot of this movement. Try to keep and drag that toe on the ground. Make your leg, knee, and hip be the mobile part. One more. And we relax in the center. Fantastic. All right. Everybody take a deep breath in. I want us to do a forward fold sitting down, please. Raise, lift your shoulders, but do not bring them up to your ears, okay? Relax your shoulders away from the ears. Beach ball we have in our hands, and we're gonna set that beach ball forward. We're gonna sit forward as close as your thighs you can come, resting your chest on your thighs, and I want us to relax down to the ground, please. With intention, we set all 4 points of our feet onto the ground. Leave yourself some room by tucking your chin to chest and now allowing yourself to drop into the chair. We're going to rise up, open up the chest by bringing the arms back, coming back forward and through. 8, all the way up and back. Nice. Brace in the core. Slow, fluid movements to release the lower back, putting the weight in your bottom. And if you cannot go all the way to the floor, no big deal. What do? We just kind of bend forward and then open the chest up. And then forward and then open the chest up. Let the chin tuck to the chest. And last one, release. Fantastic. Together now, bring our legs up. We're going to do the same thing, but now we're going to do it with more of a hip opening. So if you can, set your foot up, sitting. And if this is too much, not a big deal. You can always just have it a little bit more on the ground. You can also just open the hip up this way by just having a pointed toe on the ground. So does everybody see the difference? This can open the hip up just the same. If you can get this up safely, then we're going to open the chest up. And now we're going to come forward. This time you probably won't go as far down, right? Try to keep one, like the 90-90, keep one arm on one side and one arm on the other. So let yourself drop down and then come back up. Drop back down. And now what if we reach our hands to the sky for opening of the shoulders? Down, 3, 4. If you feel any pull on the knee, you can always drop it down. 3 more. Brace that core, guys. 2 more. And release. Safely grab at the shin and at the bottom part right here at the thigh, bring the knee towards you and set the leg down. Let's switch to the other side. Bring this leg up if possible. Otherwise, leave it on the ground into like a number 4 position. This time, let's open to a T. We're gonna open to a T, and all we're gonna do is come forward and close. Anybody feel something different on one side than the other? So for me right now, I know that this is a little bit tighter in my lower back on this side. So I'm gonna hold, take a deep breath in, and release. So my next 6 are gonna be more progressive because I'm allowing myself more room with what? My breath in and my breath out. Is there any rush in this class? No. Can you squeeze between those shoulder blades when you bring it back? With an intention of holding your palms towards the back of the room now, and then opening up the palms towards me. And now putting your palms to the back of the room. You have 2 more, wherever you are. Wonderful. Bring that leg safely down, grab between the shin, back of the calf, and the thigh. Now let's come towards the end of the chair. We're gonna take a leg out and we are gonna just do our pointing and flexing, but this time I want us to point and flex coming across the body. Can you squeeze the quad as you come across? So point and flex, and point and flex. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and one more. Drop the foot down, come back with the other foot, point and flex. 2, 3. Ankle mobility is immensely important. Your ankles, yes, and feet. 3 more are the gateway to your movement. So we want to make sure our ankles are nice and mobile. Last one, and release. Wonderful. Let's do a seated twist. Very carefully, grab hold of one side, and if you can, watch, I want you to grab the back of this chair. But if it's gonna open up your shoulders too much, no big deal. You don't have to grab on there. You can just hold on to the bottom of the chair. Otherwise, grab up here, looking towards the back, and we're gonna hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, come to center, reset, and we're gonna go to the other side. Please safely get there. If you can rotate and grab a hold, tuck the elbow under. Otherwise, just grab at the bottom of the chair. 8, 7, 6, looking over your back shoulder. 4, 3, 2, and again, we're gonna release. We're gonna go to the other side. This time, can you take the arm out? Look towards past it, slight arm bend, thumbs facing up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now do me a favor, bring the arm all the way to the center, and now cross it over for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back out, bend the elbow, and release. Other arm. Thumb facing up, palm out. 8, 7, 6, 5, slight arm bend. 3, 2, 1. Slowly come to the center, cross the body. You can feel that through here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly take it back out. Deep breath in and release. Wonderful. Try this one more time, but this time watch. We're gonna take the arms out. Sit towards the end. I love that you're having to drink water. I kind of need to drink water myself. Sit towards the end of the chair. Feet are flat, but now can you take and put your toes up? So for this round, stretch out those arches of your feet. If this is okay and comfortable, if it is not, then you can stay flat on the ground. Otherwise, try to tuck the toes under like you're kind of wearing high heels. Arms are out. Palms facing each other in front of you. Straight out in front of you, like straight out from your chest. We're gonna turn to the side. We're gonna close. And we're gonna open. And we're gonna close. And we're gonna open. Have a little slight arm bend. You don't have to lock out those elbow joints. Last one, other side. 8. Ooh, that side is tighter. Anybody have a tighter side? I do. It's this side. Try to touch those fingers together. Do everything you can to try to touch those fingers. If you can't, try to at least touch the upper part of the arm or here. 3, 2, concentrate on letting those heels come off the ground without putting all the weight in your toes. Brace that core and release. All right, let's shake it out. Try to bring one knee into your chest for a second. You can rotate that ankle while we're here. And then now let's bring the other knee into the chest. And what if we just kind of rotate this? Watch, we're gonna go each side. And watch, I'm gonna slowly start to do. I'm gonna slowly start to bring my knee to more like my under armpit, I guess that's what I'm gonna say. So you're gonna lift and lower and avoid grabbing on your knee. So you can grab underneath, right under your thigh, or grab maybe at the shin very lightly, but not on the knee. So up and now out. So let's open up those hips. 8, 7, 6. Fantastic hip mobility. Watch what you don't want to do. You don't want to start like chilling on the back, right? We got to sit tall. Make sure you're bringing your knee to your chest, not you to your knee, right? We don't want to be doing this. Last one. And release. All right. Everyone stand up, please. Come towards the back of the chair, kind of shake out your legs a little bit. If you can, turn your chair sideways for me. We're gonna be like ballerinas. Can you guys see me? Thumbs up if you can see me. Can you see me? Thank you. Thumbs up? Okay. I want us to take and roll back onto our heel and then slowly come up, squeezing the calves, and then slowly roll ourselves back. You aren't holding on too tight. It's just nice and easy. We have 6 more. Give me 2 more. And release. Wonderful. Slight knee bend. Let's use this chair. Move the chair out in front of us if we can a little bit. Let's use this chair. Bend yourself back for a nice stretch in the upper body, okay? Feet are under the hips. And I want you to let your head rest between. Now listen, if you have any shoulder injuries, be very cautious here. Otherwise, slight knee bend, and you're just gonna let yourself hang. If you need a little bit of a grab, you can grab onto it. Otherwise, just let your fingertips just hang out here. And it's not letting your whole self fall, right? We're bracing our core, letting your head fall between your arms just a little bit. For 3, 2, slowly roll yourself up using your quads to get yourself up and walk towards the chair. We're gonna walk back. Bend the knees slightly and go back down. Almost like a downward dog concept, okay? Slowly lift yourself up. Nothing is meant to be done fast. Slight knee bend, come into the chair. Walk yourself back out. Bend those knees. You might start to feel a little bit of a nice stretch in the lower back, the upper back body. Do what feels good to you today. 1 more of these. I'm gonna cut an 8.5 to a 4. I'm gonna slowly come to the top. Wonderful. Bringing the chair closer to you if you can, not too close. And now, if we can, we're going to take little side leg lifts. So we're going to lift. We're going to start working out this mobility in the side, okay, a lateral mobility. So we're going to do 8 of these. It's not really about a leg lift, okay? It's more about warming up this joint, getting ourselves to move better. So now if we step back a little bit, what if we lifted the knee first and then set it out, and then lifted the knee and then brought it back to center? If we lifted the knee and set it out and squeeze the bottom, opening the hip up. So from the front, you guys stay moving, but from the front, right, it would look like this. We'd be setting it out and then bringing it back together, and then setting it out, pointing, and then bringing it back together. So give me 2 more on this side. All 4 corners of the other foot are on the floor. The pinky toe, the big toe, and both sides of the heel, and release. Wonderful. Now I'm going to turn my chair. You don't have to. I'm just going to do this for you guys so you can see me. First, we're going to do 8 to the side, squeezing the bottom. You might feel a nice little movement right here in the glute. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now step back a little bit. We're going to lift the knee to the front, then point it out to the side and back. And we have 7 more of those. So at your pace, opening that hip towards the chair, then we open ourselves up towards the side. So 4, 3. You can assist your leg by holding it if you need to. We have 1 more. And back to the center. Wonderful. All right, grab this chair, bring it back to the front where we were. If you can, grab the 1-pound weights or your cans and have the strap close. Bend the knees to get these, please. Safely grab them. I don't have 1-pound weights. I found that out. So I'm going to use cans. I realized I don't have hand weights. Imagine that. I have like barbell weights, but all right. Now we're going to use this for a little bit of mobility. So whether it's the 1-pound weight, 2 pounds, I want you to roll your shoulders back and down. Bend the arms a little bit so you're at like a 90-degree angle, okay? And I just want you to roll your shoulders back, and I want you to roll your shoulders forward. And I want you to roll your shoulders back, and I want you to roll your shoulders forward. Now, do we need to have the weight? No, but it's creating a little bit of resistance. So if you don't want it, what do? Don't have it. Try to really think about making a big deal about bringing your shoulders to your ears and then away. Wonderful. Now, what if we held these out in front? I'm going to start to bend the arms and bring the weight forward. I feel like you could almost be like rowing a boat. If we were like in 2, we'll row after. But reach and pull, reach and pull, reach and pull. Bend the elbow, use the upper back and the core. And now what if we start going across the body? A little bit of resistance goes a long way. Arms will get a little bit more tired than you think. Now, just like rowing, what if we take from one side and reach here and up? So come across the body, brace the core, chest facing me, and then pull down. Rotating long ways. You should feel this through the upper back shoulders. If it's too much, do one arm. At any time, you can just bring one arm across the body and one arm back. One more. Stop in the center with me, please. I'm going to go to this side. We're going to come out and back in. Keep those weights together. Up and down. Up and down. You guys are doing awesome. I love that I can see you. And imagine you, Betty, in Italy. I feel like in Venice, is it a gondola? You'd be like rowing. I don't know if you row like this. Some things that I say, I'm not sure are true, but I do my best to remember some stuff. Two more. Imagine you going down a beautiful river. And release. All right. Take a break. Allow your hands. Now, what if you took this water bottle or weight or whatever you're holding in your hand, and what if you take and actually put your fingers on one side of it and the thumbs on the other, and make yourself hold on to this? Now, this is going to sound funny, but I want you for 8 seconds to concentrate on opening up your hand, letting it fall to all sides of whatever you're holding on to. I want you to relax your shoulders, brace the core. If you have to close your eyes for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, for the next 8 seconds, I want you to squeeze it. Not terribly hard, like, not overly gripping it, but actually create some pressure. So whatever you're holding on to, grab it and hold for 8, 7. Feel your forearms. Feel your arms, biceps. 6, 2, 1, and release. Now open them up, shake out those fingers, shake out that thumb joint, move it around. Try it again. Let the hand just relax. Maybe bring the thumb in front or leave it on the side, wherever you are. Let your fingertips literally melt. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And one more time, I want you to grab onto it, and I want you to create some tension. So however, a new grip, maybe try something like all fingers in front and grip it. And now release. Wonderful. Take these cans. Let's go to the side. Safely, if you can, grab your yoga strap. I'm going to move back a little bit so you can see my whole hand. Either a yoga strap or a towel or nothing, if you can sit. You guys can see my arms, yes? Okay. Let's take a deep breath in the center. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears, making a letter Y. And we are slowly going to tilt to one side, making our way down towards the one side of the chair, opening the heart to the sky, slight elbow bend, palms facing me, and release the hold. Breathe in and out here for 3, 2, so a nice side body stretch, and release. Coming back up to the center with a nice deep breath in. Let's take it to the other side, all the way down. You want to kind of sometimes fall forward, so keep yourself back by opening up your chest, bringing this arm towards the bottom of that chair, real close to the side. For 3, 2, and the last one, release the breath. And come to the center. Wonderful. All right, can you make a U with me? Take me, make a U, okay? Can you see the U? I guess, kind of a U. All right, hands are apart. Actively, let's take our feet out. and do integrated moves. So first, I want us to, if we can, lift that leg up. Watch my U, and try to take and put it underneath this foot. Can we get there? Are we good? Okay. Now, can you cross the leg over slightly? Let it kind of almost like cross. So we're in seated position. Now, the only thing we're going to do with this is slightly try to extend and release back, and extend and release back. Might feel that here towards the side. If you can, really get your legs crossed. If not, you could do it right in front, where you're just going to extend and release back. Bring the knee to like the hip level. 2 more. Wonderful. When you're out here, if you can, hold it out. Apply a little bit of slight pressure, just a little. Point the ankle towards me, and I'll bring it back up. And point the ankle towards me, and then bring it back up. Wonderful. Now let's cross over. Put it in the other foot. Bend that knee slightly. If you can, cross your legs over. One side might be easier. And we're just going to extend that out. We're going to go out, and we're going to come back in. You can have a little bit of a lift. Making the legs move in a different way. If this bothers your hip flexors at all, again, just bring it out in front. So 3 more. One side might be tighter. And release. Wonderful. All right, let's drop that down. Get a little sip of water if you need it. We are going to come to the floor here in a second. So if you can take the chair, slowly sit yourself back up. Set the chair away from us. And when you can, meet me on the ground. We're going to come into our 90-90 position that we have done numerous times in this class before. I'm going to move my camera a little bit different. So in the 90-90, your one foot is in front, 90 degrees. The other foot is in front, 90 degrees. We're on the floor. Turn our hips towards, square them towards the camera, right? Or towards me, I guess you could say, towards the front. Take the hands up in the air, and we're going to slowly bring ourselves forward, either right outside the hip where you don't go down, or bring that chin towards the chest and the chest towards the shin, and allow yourself to melt down onto the ground with one arm on the outside of the foot and the other arm on the outside of this knee and thigh. If you want, you can grab your arms out in front of you further. You guys know this drill. We're here all the time. Take a deep breath in. I'm gonna hold here for another 20 seconds. Please stay with me. This is not an easy move. Anytime you need a break, you just come back up and then you go back in. A little bit of discomfort is a good thing, as long as it's not painful. 10 more seconds. And slowly rise yourself back up to sit in. Let's switch those legs over to the other side. This leg comes up, this leg comes out. Our squared hips, yes, towards the front. Both feet are kind of active, right? We keep a little bit of movement in each feet and toes. We're gonna release ourselves down onto this side. If you need to, you keep those hands just outside first to start, then slowly tuck your chin to chest and slowly lower your chest to your shin. Keep activity going on through our feet. Please allow your head, chin, and to tuck to the chest and allow your head to drop to safely protect that spine. Try not to force your neck up. Release the tension in your jaw. Take your tongue away from the top of your mouth. And hold for 15 more seconds. Remembering to brace our core, not allowing our gut to just kind of fall into the floor. Make sure we have a purpose. 3, 2, slowly rise up and come to seated position. This time we're going to do a 2-for-1 special. We're going to bring this in. Yes? Bring our foot on top like we do every time in this class. If anything, you can also just cross the ankles. You don't have to bring yourself up on the ankle. You can leave this on the floor, or you can sit in a cross-leg position, and or you can open up the hips by bringing your ankle right above the knee bone, stacking them on top of each other into somewhat of a lotus, eventually we're moving into. And this time we're going to do some movement for our jaw, some jaw mobility. So I want us to come take our fingertips right to the jaw. We're going to hold for 90 seconds in this move. And all we're going to do to start is we're going to slowly walk our fingertips, I won't be able to talk so much, up the sides of the jaw. Nothing more than this. You can come all the way up, it's right below the ear, and all the way down to the chin. Just doing a little slight pressure. At the same time you're doing this, please allow yourself to relax your jaw. If your mouth's a little bit open, that's okay. And if closing your eyes feels good, close your eyes. That's 15 more seconds. Make sure you're sitting tall. Not even use our thumbs yet, just our fingertips. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly take your hands off your face. Release. Grab your shin underneath the thigh. Set the leg down and safely let's switch to the other side. Bring that knee in, sit towards the bottom. Yes. Grab this, sit on top if you want. Scoop this leg out and sit in kind of a lotus position if you can get to that point. Otherwise, you can just sit cross-legged. This time, we're going to make circular patterns. So we're going to do the same thing with the jaw. Okay? But this time, we're going to use more of the ear, right underneath the ear. Where like kind of the ear and the jaw meet. And we're going to make circular motions, so little teeny circles with your first 2 fingers. And you come all the way down. If you want to do one side at a time, so this weekend, I was doing some practicing of this, and I found that doing one side at a time was a little bit more engaging. Don't press too hard. So we'll have 30 seconds, so you want to go to the other side. Foot health, mouth health, right? Joint health, joint mobility. Amazing self-care. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, release. Slowly take your fingers off. Grab underneath and the thigh. Lift yourself off and release. Let's go to a cobbler's pose so that our feet are together, right? Cobbler's pose, hips are open. If you want, you can grab your yoga block or a towel and you can sit on top of that. What you do is you put that under the meaty part of your bottom, and then you would allow your hips to be a little bit higher. So that way, then if you've opened up yourself up or cross leg, you just allow the hips to be a little bit more open. So it's up to you. Otherwise, we're gonna keep our feet, and they don't have to be real close to you. You just like let them hang. Let gravity take over, kind of bring them up and down for a second. How do we do this actually? Why don't we close and open, brace in the core for a few, kind of like clamshells. Release your fingertips, just right to the ground. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. What if we walked our knees out? And what if we walk those knees somewhat together? And watch this. See how my knees are together and you feel this stretch? Do you feel this at all through the outside of the hip right in here? Sit yourself up a little bit more. We're not even gonna move. Just gonna hold. And you guys stay there and watch. If you can slowly start to take it apart and bring the knee, but please do not do this if it bothers your knee. This is super effective, highly effective, just bringing our knees together. If you want, you can even rub the side of your calves and your thighs over here, sitting up tall. And slowly, 2 more times. And last one. Slowly open up the feet, bring them together, and let's go back into cobbler's pose. You guys are gonna stay in the cobbler's pose. I'm gonna move this up a little bit. We have about 5 more minutes. You guys can see me, yes? Cobbler's pose, okay. So now we're gonna take our hands, grab them here to support ourselves a little bit. Again, if any of this starts to bother your knees, you can always just bring your knees in or have a seat in cross-leg position on the floor. We're gonna work the neck for a second. So we're gonna take our nose, look towards the side. Nice inhale in here, and on the exhale, back to center. We're gonna inhale towards the other side. And on the exhale, back towards the center. This time we're gonna make all the way to one side to the other. So we're gonna take an inhale. And on the exhale, to the other side. Inhale. Two more times. Anyone feel their fingertips tensing up or their jaw? Release. Let your eyes even relax. Come to the center. Wonderful. All right, can you take, we're gonna bring our neck slightly to the side, ear towards the right shoulder. Just hold, please. For 3, 2, nice deep inhale in. And now, right neck bend, left ear towards left shoulder. without bringing that shoulder up, okay? Eventually, when the tightness goes away in your neck, your ear will get closer. To the other side. And repeat. Two more on each side. Please don't forget to breathe. Your elbow, if your shoulder wants to sneak up, make sure you try to get it to stay down. One more on each side. So it's on the side of your neck, but also in your jawline too. And release. Wonderful. All right, let's do the figure eight again. Bring those feet together. Let's all sit down on the floor. We're gonna come into, if possible, a child's pose for our last pose. Sit ourselves back, toes together, knees as wide as the mat. Bring those hands out, head towards the mat. While we're down here, please release any kind of tension you have in your mouth and your eyes. Let yourself sit back, be comfortable. Inhale in. Walk yourself to one side. Nice big inhale in and release. Slowly walk back to center. Have intentional moves to the other side. Walk yourself back into center. For your best pose today, take a deep breath through the nose, out the mouth. Let your heart melt into the mat. Giving everything you have to today, to the 15 minutes you gave to yourself, to being a little bit more mobile, a little bit kinder to our joints. Slowly rise up. Bring those knees together to one side. Sit yourself back. And with a nice big deep breath and an inhale in, let's reach all the way towards the sky. Holding everything upright. Sometimes we do that in our days with a smile. And just like that, in 3, 2, 1. You let it go. Have a great day, you guys. Thank you so much for joining Mobility Monday. Hopefully you guys got a good stretch. And let me know if there's anything more you guys want to do. Work in some more mouth stuff too on Wednesday, some more jaw things, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
Thanks for the
Thanks for
mouth
coming,
stuff.
guys.
Bye.
That went by fast, is right. Okay, have a great day. See you Wednesday.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.